What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD FinStalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. It is Phinsanity Mondays. Got a great show lined up for you all. I hope you all are having a great evening, and I hope you all had a great day. Shout out to everybody who joined us today on the midday stream when we talked about what was going on with Ezekiel Elliott. I appreciate y'all coming through, and those who are coming through right now, make sure that you hit that like button on your way in the building. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it, let your friends and family members know about TD Fans Talk. Also, don't forget to check me out at DolphinsTalk.com, ladies and gentlemen. Again, DolphinsTalk.com. You can always find my content there, as well as a lot more other Miami Dolphins content you can find at DolphinsTalk.com. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. All my tags are TD Fans Talk. So don't forget to check me out, guys. I'm trying to get my Twitter and Instagram up. So come help me out. Hit me up at TD Fans Talk on Twitter and Instagram. If you got a Twitter and Instagram, don't be lazy. Make sure you go follow TD, man. I'm trying to get that life up. Shout out to TW Bluff in the building. Said, how's it going, TD? Background likes. Looking clean, man. Man, I like them. I had it for the I don't know if y'all saw the little surprise birthday party we threw my daughter. I think I went live for like 10 minutes on that. But this is I kept one. I kept all of them there in the garage, but I got one of the disco balls. I just love the feel. It's pretty like moving for me, so it gives me another little element. I'm gonna add them with game night as well. So when I beat up on y'all in Madden, y'all better get ready. Better be getting your practice in. Oh man, Dolphins 82 said TD got the mood set, liking it. That's what's up, man. Just a little strobe, little globe light can set the mood, huh? Man, that's what's up, man. I would, TD, but I don't have Twitter or Instagram account. You good, Sith Lord, but if you got Twitter or Instagram, come hit me up, man. Come follow me, man. Y'all show me some love, man. But yes, guys, what's up, everybody, man? We got some great news in Dolphin country today. First and foremost, Tua Tagovailoa is in the building. He is in the building. Today was his first day at the training facilities out in Davie, ladies and gentlemen. Tua Tagovailoa's first day at the training facility in Davie. Now that's what's up. We finally got our hands on him. Come here. We finally got our hands on him, man. He was at the training facility. I'm going to go ahead and read off some of this article, but when I read the article directly, I want to make sure I give props where props are due. Shout out to the Sun Sentinel. And this one is by Omar Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. He did bless us with this one today. Basically, Monday, the 22-year-old began training at the Team Davie facility. Team doctors and trainers now have access to Tagovailoa because of the loosened restrictions the NFL imposed on every team due to COVID-19 outbreak. Executives and coaches have been allowed to return to team facilities with capacity limited to half the staff. And team trainers and therapists have been rehabbing injured athletes for nearly a month now, according to team sources. Monday was Tagovailoa's first session with the Dolphins, who had been anxiously anticipating getting him into the building to see how he's progressed from the injury for themselves, okay? All right. Now, here's what Kevin Wilk had to say. This is coming from someone close to the situation. This is what he had to say. He said, Tua's a little bit ahead as far as where we'd like him. He is a little bit ahead as far as where we would like him. And Kevin Wilk is a renowned physical therapist in the sports world who had been working with Tagovailoa at the Champion Sports Medicine Facility in Birmingham, Alabama. That's what he told the Florida Sun Sentinel, all right? We are constantly trying to slow him down just a little bit because an athlete like this is just chomping at the bit, just begging to get back out there. He wants to do more and more. So we have to hold him back. And really, that was, well, hold on. Oh, and really, that was from the beginning. He's always wanted to do more. Wilt said Tagovailoa's hip fracture healed well after the surgery, and there was no wear and tear on other areas of concern, like the femoral head, which is the ball shaped part of the thigh bone inserted into the hip. Basically, all that stuff went well because they go on all this medical stuff. Everything went well. Tagovailoa's blood supply in the hip area was also compromised, an issue that former star running back Bo Jackson dealt with for his hip injury, leading to bone deterioration, ultimately threatening his football career. But he goes on to say that's not an issue for Tua. It's not an issue for Tua, okay? All right. Let me see here. All right, that's pretty much it. All the other stuff is just semantics, okay? But our guy is in the building. Our guy is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He is being worked on already by our team doctors. They also went on to say we should have a report from the Dolphins team doctors and things on the game plan for Tua Tagovailoa by later this week. Now, whether or not they share that with us, we shall see. We shall see. So we know that they're probably going to do another conference call within the week with Flores and or Greer and ask questions. So you already know they've gotten their hands on Tua now. You know that those questions are going to arise. So we should know more within the week or so, okay? Within the coming weeks. But that is a great sign that he has left Alabama. He has now moved to Miami, and he is in the building, and we finally have our hands on him, okay? So, TD getting me hyped. Stop it. Hey, you should be, man. See, I want to forget what happened earlier today. I want to be optimistic. I don't even want to talk about the threat of no football season. So I'm going to be optimistic and say we're going to have a football season. But if you really understand what's going on, it is being big time threatened, but we're going to have a football season. That's what we're going to put in our mind, okay? So with that being said, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Our quarterback is getting closer to being a starter. I don't, even if that's in 2021, I'm just saying he getting closer and closer to being a starter. I'm just excited. I can't wait to see him take his first NFL snap, because once that moment happens, the rest will be history, and he gets to write his own narrative for his future. This is when I do say things like his college doesn't matter. What he did in the past doesn't matter. It's legitimately a fresh start to where he gets to start writing his legacy and what he wants to be remembered as, not only as a football player, but as a man. As a man, there is no bigger platform than the one that he is going to be on now. He was already on a big platform in college football, but now it just hit the multiplication button and he's on the biggest platform ever. So what he's going to do with that, all we can hope is that he makes us proud every single chance that he gets. It's that time, y'all. Now, it's not going to be easy. At the end of the day, he has to come into this league. He has to play great football. He has to earn the right for Flores to say he's his franchise quarterback. And he also has to beat out Josh Rosen. And a lot of people may say that's easier said easy, but at the same token, it's still something that we have to see him check off. So, and I think that I love the situation that he's coming in, because when the dust settles after all of it, whether the dust is Fitzpatrick, whether the dust is Brian Flores, whether the dust is Josh Rosen, whether the dust is him being successful as a quarterback, period, I just know that when the dust settles and we can see behind all that smoke, if the jersey behind all that smoke is number one, we're in a hell of a position, ladies and gentlemen, because I love the fact that they have not made it a cakewalk for him to walk into this league and just walk right into entitlement, like some people say with Tannehill. And I will never debate that. Never had competition. Never had competition. So I love that we created an environment and an atmosphere of minimized entitlement. Minimized entitlement. This is the perfect situation. You want your quarterback in because when the smoke clears, if you can see that number 1 on that jersey come through that smoke and that fog, you know that he has earned it. You know that he has deserved it. You know it was not given to him, but yet he took it. He took it. And you can't do nothing but get behind that and respect it. If we didn't set him up in a situation like that, it would still be a lot of back and forth of, I don't know. But we know if this kid comes out and do his thing like I believe we all know he can, we know he would have earned it, and he's going to be our franchise quarterback. And this is the first time, I will admit, let's get this straight, y'all. This might be the first time in a long time. I'm not saying all, but majority of the Miami Dolphins fan base are going to be behind our quarterback. For the first time in a long time, majority. And when I say majority, I'm not talking about 51-49. I'm talking about a good 80%. Really, it's about 65, but there is about another 20% that are like, he's our guy now. Let's roll with it. I'm one of those guys. So a strong 80%, he will have the backing. You're always going to have that 15% that actually, sadly, want to see him fail to prove a point. You're going to always have the 15% that want to see him fail just to prove a point. I don't rock like that. I don't rock like that at all. And a real Dolphin fan shouldn't rock like that. They shouldn't rock like that at all. So at the end of the day, I'm more excited about bringing unity within our fan base more than anything. And Tua Tagovailoa has the potential to do that for us. Now all he has to do is come in, show up, and show out. Man, are y'all excited, man? Are y'all excited about this season coming? And don't get me wrong. Remember, I was one of the first ones that said, sit the guy, let him gain the necessary experience he's going to need to learn in this NFL. And look how quick start him. Now I'm telling y'all, listen, the narrative is changing right now. You see these articles coming out. How the Miami Dolphins might actually be the team to beat in the AFC East this year. They're starting to write about it, y'all. They're starting to write. Well, it says why Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins could be serious AFC East contend challengers in 2020. But what they don't know is you replace Ryan Fitzpatrick's name with Tua Tagovailoa. It ain't no why we can. It's we can. It's we can. We will. We will, ladies and gentlemen. We will win the AFC East. I am making that proclamation right now. If Tua Tagovailoa starts, we'll win the AFC East. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's a part of me that feels like if Ryan Fitzpatrick starts, we can win the AFC East. I am telling y'all, I am not concerned about these other teams in the AFC East. They're going to have to come punch me in the mouth and make me respect them first. Right now, I'm not concerned about them. There's nothing special about them that puts them over us. Again, Buffalo, dumpster juice, man. Yeah, listen, they didn't beat one playoff team. The only playoff team that they beat last year was Tennessee, and that was in week 5 when they had Mariota, and they were 1-5 at the time. So please I don't care that they made the playoffs. And technically, if you look at their schedule, they were supposed to. Think about it. A team that beat no other playoff team the whole season, all they did is beat all the teams that were below them. And yeah, that means they took care of business. But they didn't beat not one competitor. They didn't beat not one team that made the playoffs. All 6 games, what was it? All 6 losses were playoff teams. They didn't beat not one. And I'm supposed to be happy hoorah about them? I have zero respect for that. They made it. Okay. But come on, y'all. They played every single team that drafted in the top 5. and beat all of them, and us twice. I have no respect for them, man. And I know people, yeah, but you shouldn't be sleeping on them. Ha, snoozing. What's up, Turd Ferguson? I see you, man. I'm great, homie. I'm great. But listen, man, I have no respect for them, man. Havoc said Bills got better, but I don't know about Allen. I don't get, listen, they got to prove it to me. They have to prove it to me. They got better. Yeah, they got better. They had a quarterback on his second year getting more experience. So yeah, they got better. But it still put them, in my opinion, in the middle of the pack. The only games you won were teams that were literally top 10. That's it. They had not one single impressive win. Not one. So no, man, you always have to miss me. You got to miss me with that Buffalo crap, man. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, when they beat us twice, yeah. But look at what we're playing with. We're playing with the guys who work part-time at Lowe's. Nothing wrong with it if you work at Lowe's. I love Lowe's. But I'm just saying, these guys, come on, man. We're talking about Buffalo, who built a solid roster, if you ask me. They built a solid roster. Dolphins 82 said we have to prove it also, TD. I agree. Because we can go out and do the same thing and beat all the scrub teams and make the playoffs. I'm going to say we made the playoffs and I'm proud of it, but hey, we got to realize we didn't beat anybody of contention. And then on top of it, when they finally play another playoff team in the playoffs, who won that game? Was it Houston or Buffalo? I always forget because both teams in trouble in the future to me, if you ask me. Shout out to Rhino Seats. Say Dolphins. Let's go, baby. Who won that game? The Texans won it, didn't they? How you have that kind of lead and let Deshaun Watson come back like that on you, and then they literally give you like 5 chances to win the game and you squander all 5? Y'all, come on. Y'all saw that playoff game. Buffalo played that playoff game like it was a team full of rookies. And I don't know why Josh Allen didn't look like Josh Allen at the end of the game. Do y'all remember? He looked actually more polished last year. I like his game, a mixture of run. Josh Allen low-key did a great job balancing his quarterback runs, with his passing game. He became a really good balanced threat. I must give it to this kid. I like how he managed his game last year. But how he managed it at the end of that game cost his team. It cost his team. Now imagine Josh Allen without worrying about his legs being a threat because you got that on lock. He ain't nothing to me. He gonna make a few passes here and there like every quarterback, but let's not sit here and act like he throwing the ball like the greatest passers in the league. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's a phenomenal passer and I'm just missing the mark. But I don't see him as that deadly guy that's gonna stick it to you all across the field. No, man. No. Maybe I'm wrong, y'all. Y'all have to correct me if I'm wrong, but acknowledge me if I'm right. Please acknowledge me if I'm right. So, no, I'm not worried about the Buffalo Bills at all. Now, the Jets, on the other hand, they might be the team that sneak up and be better than Buffalo. You mess around and look up. But at the end of the day, it's Adam Gase. I could never respect Adam Gase. They can have the best players all across the league that accept $1 million each, and they all come to the Jets. I can never respect them because it's Adam Gase. So they could sneak up and beat us twice. I just will never respect the Jets right now. I don't respect them anyway because they're the Jets. But they got Adam Gase as the head coach. We better win both of them games. I am mad we lost the one that we lost when they robbed us. I'm mad that we lost the one that we lost when they robbed us with that challenge at the end of the game of a pass interference on a bang bang play. Was that game? Am I right, or am I talking about another game? Things get a little muddy now because the last year is kind of like you want to just throw it away and put it behind you. Am I right? Was that the Jets game where they wanted to do a review at the end of the game, and with the pass interference bull crap? You're right. Okay, TW Bluff, thanks for confirming. Yeah, okay, thank you. Come on, man. They shouldn't have won that one. They shouldn't have won that one. But when you think about it, I guess it ain't an issue that they won it, because had we won that game, we might have not have gotten Tua Tagovailoa, because the Chargers might have selected Tua Tagovailoa. Have we thought about that? All these games we say we keep on mentioning 3 games that we definitely should have won. Imagine having won those games. How do you think the draft would have looked then? Interesting, ain't it? Very interesting, ain't it? Chargers at number 5. Us at number 9, 10, 11. Man, will we have been talking about a whole different quarterback right now? Very possible. Very possible, ladies and gentlemen. It's interesting to think about it. So if you ask me, I think it all worked out. It all worked out the way that a lot of people would have wanted it to. So we would have got Love, possibly. Who knows? Who knows? But it might have been a totally different strategy. Interesting. Man, so everything happened for a reason, and we didn't even need to tank to get Tua Tagovailoa. We didn't even need to tank. What's up, Donald Young? Shout out to you, homie. I blame Fitz for winning too many games. Y'all hilarious with that one, man. Fitz just a journeyman going out there playing his very best to do his very best, man. I was proud of Fitz last season. Could we have done better? Yeah, I didn't like his start. His start was abysmal. So was Josh Rosen's. So was the offensive line. So were the running backs. So were the receivers dropping balls. So was the defense. The whole team was trash in the first 6 weeks. I mean, let's call it what it is. Am I wrong here? The whole team was terrible the first 6 weeks. Terrible. Teams was putting up 60 points on us, 50 points on us, 40, 30. Almost like my Madden scores. So if you still gonna love the Dolphins, still love me, y'all. Man, it was terrible, man. And I was at every single game, I believe, in the first 6 weeks. Didn't I go to all 6 of the first games? Even the one in Dallas, traveling and all. I went to all 6 of the first games. And man, or 5. I think 5 of those 6. And I went to a total of 6 or 7 games last year. But listen, man, I was in the stadium living through them. I remember the Patriots game. We were down like 50-something to whatever we had, 3 points or something. And my wife was like, the babies are high. Can we just go? And I'm just convincing her, no, let's stay. It's 3 minutes left. And I finally say, okay, let's go. And I was still live walking through the corridor in the second level. Y'all know well, I forgot what the level called. Y'all know the second level is the inside with the AC and all that mess. I forgot what it's called. But I'm walking, and then I hear the crowd going wild with 3 minutes left, and I stop and I look through one of the tunnels. I'm like, they scored again. They're on them bums, man. They trying to run the score up on us. Brady out there still throwing 30-yard dimes. Oh, Brady. Oh, Brady. Oh, I couldn't stand Brady. Lamar Jackson had me mad like that too. But I couldn't stand it, man. Yeah, club level. Thank you, Drew Boo. Club level. Thanks, bro. But yeah, man, Lamar Jackson had me like that, man. Ooh, I was heated. Shh, TD, you can't be saying Tua's last name wrong. I say it wrong? Tagovailoa? Is Tagovailoa wrong? Tua Tagovailoa? Is that wrong? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Tua Tagovailoa. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Sounds right. No, I don't know. They said I can't be saying it wrong. I thought it was Tua Tagovailoa. It is what it is. All right. Unique Vision with the donation. Thank you for donating to the channel, homie. He said, what up, bro? I met you in the gas station over the weekend in Lake Mary, just showing love. What up, Unique Vision, man? Shout out to him, y'all. Unique Vision is a Ravens fan. Unique Vision is a Ravens fan. Let me tell y'all, see, this is how much I be riding for my homies on YouTube, man. So Unique Vision was y'all know what happened. So y'all know that the power went out here at the house. So we went and got a hotel. We went and got hotel suites, okay? And while we were at the hotel suites, I told my wife I'm going to the gas station so I can go grab a case of water because it was like, I don't know, it was like 9 or 10 at night. So I grabbed a case of water from the gas station and I saw Unique Vision. I saw him at the gas station with a Ravens shirt on. I didn't know who he was. I saw him with a Ravens shirt on. At first, I was like, okay, he ain't by me, so I ain't going to say nothing. But I went outside with some Gatorades. And then I was like, oh, crap, I forgot the water. So I walked back inside, and I'll end up being behind him. And I said, hey, man, you a Ravens fan? Because he had a Ravens shirt on or a hat. I think it was a hat or whatever. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm a Ravens fan. I said, oh, you know my homie Engraving? He said, oh, yeah, I watch Engraving. Yeah, man, I follow Engraving. Then he put it up on your phone. Him right here. I say, yeah, man, that's the homie, man. We've done collabs and things like that. I was going to tell you to subscribe to him, but you already subscribed. He was like, okay, what's your channel? And I told him TDPHINSTALK. So that's what's up, man. Unique Vision rocking with us right now. So I met him out at the gas station in Lake Mary, Florida, man. So that's what's up, man. Oh, y'all say I said it right. Cool. So, hey, man, I appreciate you coming through and showing love, though, bro. Ravens #1. Nah, them Ravens, man. We got to get them Ravens. I want to get them back in the playoffs because what they did to us last year was borderline disrespectful. We ain't got to hide from it. It was borderline disrespectful, man. But that's what's up, man. Ravens always how they draft their trench work. Yeah, but again, that team's gonna go as far as Lamar take them. Tua Tagovailoa. Tongue, so say tongue. Tua Tagovailoa. Okay, if that's right. No, you saying it wrong, TD. So Tua Tagovailoa. So tongue is the key. That's just weird, but okay. That's just weird just to break it down that way, but okay. Tua Tagovailoa. All right, I got it. I appreciate that, Rip. Thanks for the lessons, man. Tua Tagovailoa. I just got to remember the word tongue. Tua the tongue, man. And then I got it, man. Tua Tagovailoa. I got it, baby. TD, I think TD is saying it close enough. Hey, man, I tried, all right? I tried, all right? Just call him Tua. Nah, now I want to say Tua Tagovailoa. Nah, it's probably going to be Tua. TD, I just got my scholarship to the University of Kentucky. That is what's up, Stings 87. Congratulations, man. Make the most of it. Because I tell you, one thing that ain't no joke is student loan debt. So, hey, do your thing. And don't stop there. Go ahead and find some of them things you can write essays and try to win them little small ones too. Don't get your money, man. You don't want to leave school in student debt. So go ahead and get everything you can. But congratulations, man. That's a big ups to you, man. Big ups to you. I just call him Tua. Haha. TD say Noah's last name. And Nagamahogany. Noah Nagamahogany. I don't know. Man. Hey, I'll try to break his down. Maybe Rip got the right pronunciation for me on his as well. Oh, man. Good luck in school. Yes. Congratulations, man. Sting, good job, man. I'm happy for you. Real talk. Because a lot of people, they got to pay for school. And you're obviously doing something right to get a scholarship in whatever way you got it. So congrats, bro. Congrats. He is Noah. Yes, just say Noah. That's what I'm talking about. Just say Noah, man. That's what I'm on, y'all. That's exactly what I'm on. Okay, there go Rip with the pronunciation. Igbanagani. Igbanagami. Igbanagami. Is that right? Igbanagami. Noah Igbanagami. Now, I'm not going to remember that one, but I'll try to keep saying it. And then hopefully I'll remember it. All right. Noah Igbenogany. All right. Noah Igbenogany. All right. Hopefully that's right. Yeah, that's right, TD. I know it's right because I got it. Ooh. Yeah, so Noah Igbenogany. He is saying it like I always been saying it. Noah Igbenogany was the Miami Dolphins' first round pick at number 30. He was the third pick. I got him. All right. And I'm not going to remember Noah's. See, I'm going to remember Tonga Valoa. All right. But Igbenogany, tomorrow I'll forget it. You'll remind me, and then I'll try it again. I'll forget it. You'll remind me. Try again. I'll forget it. You'll remind me. Try again. I'll forget it. You'll remind me. Try again. Then I'll have it. You're fairly warned, okay? See, you got to learn Tua's first full first name now. It ain't Tua. Oh my gosh. What are they doing to us, man? Talking about I gotta learn Tua a real first name now. It ain't Tua. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh, my TD, learn your quarterback, bro. LOL. You right, man. The Rip said, you ready for this, TD? No, hold on. So y'all serious? Like legitimately, y'all? I thought it was Tua. Shoot it to me. Shoot it to me, Rip. Put it out there. Tana Gama. Nope, never mind. Don't worry about it. Tua. It's Tua. It's Tua. It's Tua. His first name looked like Tua with Noah's last name with the Tua at the end. I don't know. It is what it is, man. We ain't got to worry about it. His name is Tua. I guess it's a Hawaiian thing, and that's beautiful. But I ain't finna even try. So I appreciate it, though, Rip. I appreciate it. He said, nah, say it. Just for you, Rip, I'm going to try one time. And then that's it. I ain't trying again. Okay? Tuanega Manuelo Pola. Tuanega Mena. Tuanagamuela Pola. Tuanagamuela Pola. Tuanagamuela Pola. Tuanagamuela Pola. Tuanagamuela Pola. Tuanagamuela. Oh, that was horrible. I know it was, Rip. Obviously it was horrible. Tuanega Manuela Muele Pola. Tuaniga Melua. All right. I failed that class. Okay. I failed that class. Sorry. I felt that class. Okay. We're going to move on. Don't try, TD. I felt it. Okay. TD ain't great at everything. I felt TD eating peanut butter right now. I felt that class, man. Y'all give me a break, man. Now my sister in the comment section said, give it up. Oh, Lord, give up. I know I failed, all right? Stop it, TD. I am dying laughing. Listen, I ain't trying to make you laugh. I was actually legitimately trying, okay? Hey, man, forget y'all. I ain't worried about y'all. Forget y'all picking on me, man. At least I attempted, all right? I don't think some of y'all can do better. That's how I sounded on my first field sobriety test. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. If that's how you sounded, then I'm sure you got locked up. Oh, man. TD need Rosetta Stone, Hawaii. So a little more than that. Man. Now ripped and put the, oh, my God. Tua Nig Manu El La Pola. Tuani Migo. Just don't worry about it, Rip. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's like your teacher giving you a test of 10 questions, and that's the first one. I ain't getting no better than a 90. Number 2. I mean, come on, man. That's one of them automatics. Yep, ain't getting better than a 90. I gotta hear you say it. Hey, well, you're gonna be waiting. Listen, he win a Super Bowl. I'll be saying it crisp and clear. Crisp and clear, all right? I will practice it for days, bro. He win us the Super Bowl. Listen, crisp and clear, homie. Tua is just fine. I like Tua, okay? I can rock with that. Everything else is actually me. I feel like I'll be disrespecting him trying to call him by his full name because I don't want to butcher a man's name, okay? All right, LOL, if Tua becomes a bust, blame it on TD for not pronouncing Tua last name right. Nah, don't blame that on me. Don't blame that on me. If he become a bust, blame it on Stidham because that means Stidham would have ended up better. Let's go, boys. Nah, we know that ain't the case. Please. And back to the subject at hand, since Rip got us in Rosetta Stone classes. Forget the Jets, forget Buffalo. The only concerns are the Patriots, and they got the same issues we have. But why can't Brian Flores be a better coach than Bill Belichick? I know Bill Belichick has the resume and the history, but what? The greatest coach of all time got to be the greatest coach of all time forever? The greatest coach of all time got to be the greatest coach of all time forever? Truth be told, he ain't even the greatest of all time. Our boy Don Shula is. Don't come see me on that either. Don't approach me about that either. That's just my take. Okay? So at the end of the day, why can't we already have a legendary coach in the making? You know what's going to make him legendary? When Tua win that Super Bowl for us this year. Yeah, you can doubt. You can say TD be realistic. You can say that all you want. But that don't mean it can't happen. It don't mean it can't happen. And Brian Flores, we believe, baby. The league is changing, y'all. Even the league needs the Miami Dolphins to be successful now. You know why? They even just did a poll in the UK. The Miami Dolphins are considered the most popular team in the UK. I think the Giants were third on it or something. But the Miami Dolphins are the number one team, the most popular team in the UK. And the crazy thing is, we had majority of the people, the millennials. We had the young crowd that was the majority of the people who participated in the survey. Number one in the UK. So listen, the Dolphins about to be worldwide, baby. We are a massive market. When we start stretching over to the UK, what you think gonna happen when the NFL start expanding teams and they add a team in the UK? And the Dolphins got to come play the team that's in Europe. Ooh, boy. The Bahamas too, TD. Absolutely. But listen, man, let me say that the Bahamas, Dolphins better be the number one team for the Bahamas. Y'all better not be switching out on us with the South Florida, the water, the Caribbean. That's all us, baby. We all one. They better not be switching out on us. But when we go across that pond, we're going to have fans up in whatever stadium in London rocking Dolphins against the home team. Man, you know how much money that's going to be for the league? Man, they want the Dolphins to be successful. You don't understand from, like, you know how people, conspiracy theorists, say the NFL is rigged. I'm not one who completely agrees with that. But if it was true, then the Dolphins are about to eat. We are about to be one of the dynasties. Real talk. If it is. I'm just saying. So if you do want to go down that rabbit hole, we're about to eat. We got the quarterback. We got with all the issues going on right now, it seems like we're in line with the Rooney Rule, all that stuff. Man, y'all better put two and two together. Number one in the UK. That's the next focus for the NFL and its expanded growth is to branch out to the UK. Don't think that ain't in their plans. They want that bad. They want to add like 4 teams bad. They want to add 4 teams bad, like maybe even more than that. And the main places right now that they're talking about, the UK, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have a team in the Bahamas. I mean, they'll just have to. I mean, it'd be tough to have a team in the Bahamas in the season is played during hurricane season. But still, that's tough. It's already got to deal with enough in Miami and Florida in general. But they want Mexico. They probably want 2 teams in the UK, if you ask me. But they want 2 teams in the UK, probably. They want one in Mexico. Where else, man? I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have a team over in Canada. I wouldn't be surprised. Toronto get that NFL team, even though Buffalo is probably real close. But I'm just saying, they about to start expanding, man. A team full of Mexicans will work together good in the NFL. Man, come on. It's the NFL. It's the NFL, man. It ain't going to be just because it's in Mexico. It's the people of Mexico. It's going to be probably all majority Americans. Majority Americans. They go overseas. They get drafted. They got to play overseas in other countries. Man. Well, what is this? Oh, okay. It's going to be interesting. Toronto should have a team. Yeah, should. They're going to expand, though. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I believe they will expand. They might even do another U.S. city. So don't be surprised if these things don't happen, man. It could very well happen. But we shall see. Definitely Hawaii, a lot of talent there. I don't know, man. Maybe. But don't say that. You don't want the NFL to have a team in Hawaii in the next 3-4 years. We're going to be like, Tua, we want to pay you $60 million a year. Tua going to be sitting back. I'm straight. Well, $100 million a year. I'm all right. Tua gonna be right there in Hawaii signing, man. He gonna be right there in Hawaii signing. Tua gonna be like, hey, I gotta go home and be the face of mine. And because that's big money if they were to do that. They would have put a team in Hawaii. Man, that's big money for him. Going back home, he the face of the whole state. Oh my gosh. Tua leave us is going to be a sad day in Miami where you better not be pushing for them to put a team in Hawaii. Tell you that much, man. Overseas, oh my, it's going to be tough or easy. Way, LOL. Hold on one moment, yeah, guys. I had to get back at somebody. Let me see here. Let me make sure I put this down here. Invite. Just wanted to say, if y'all hanging out tonight, y'all can go ahead and hang out with me if you want. I just dropped the link. Dwayne, the love for the Fins in the Bahamas is unbelievable. Oh, I know. And you know what? And thank you for saying that, Lakeisha Smith. Let me say this, guys. If y'all don't remember, the other day I was curious about how the rebuild was going in the Bahamas, and I want to thank. And I'm so sorry I don't have the name right now. I have to go search in my email for it. But one of our subscribers from the Bahamas sent me a link, helping educate me on how things are still going in the Bahamas at this time. And guys, they're still rebuilding. They're still trying to make things better. Things are not 100% the way that they love for them to be. Although they've made progress, there is still so much progress to be made. And I can say right now, if you have an opportunity and you who knows, you might have 50 cents in your name, but everything would matter. One organization that I know is putting in work right now is the American Red Cross. Okay. So go check them out for Bahamas Relief, because what we tend to do, especially in our nation, is see people struggling, get behind them and support them. And then once a week or two pass, we don't even talk about it anymore, even though those people would need continued support. So it's something that they're still dealing with. So if you do have a chance and you're sitting around and saying, I want to bless someone today, I got $3, I want to bless somebody today. Every penny matters, man. Every penny matters. So if you get a chance, check out the American Red Cross. Their efforts in the Bahamas, helping restore, feed people that are still short on trying to survive, trying to rebuild homes, trying to do all those things. Every penny matters. You don't think your penny matters? There's 8,000 subscribers. If we all gave a penny, that's at least $800. It all adds up. So don't think that yours doesn't count. 1 penny, 10 pennies, 100 pennies. Whatever you can, show some love sometimes. Reach out and do that extra if you can. Do that extra. Do that extra, all right? All right, you're going to get an ice cream cone. They charge you $1.29 to add sprinkles at Dairy Queen. I'm going to do a plain cone today and send my $1.29 to the American Red Cross. Who knows? You can do it in so many ways. But I want to do my part by making people aware of what's still going on. And shout out to all the subscribers from the Bahamas. We love y'all. We still rocking with y'all. And if I can spread more awareness in any way, you got my email. Just hit me up. I definitely want to help if it's worth it. And this is definitely worth it. All right. All right. Sunny D Knight said, clean your closets out, donate to those less fortunate. Yes, sometimes we all have closets full of stuff that we don't even wear, haven't worn in years. Take a Saturday off and clean some of it out and help some people. All right. TD, sounds like you're a regular at Dairy Queen. My 3-year-old son, he has an addiction. Daddy, ice cream, sprinkles? And I just can't say no. So we drive through Dairy Queen drive-through. Can I get a kids? And before I can get out the word kids, I want a kids ice cream cone, vanilla with sprinkles. He says it. And as soon as the lady say, is that all? I say, yes, that's all. Your total is this and that. And he screams out over me, thank you. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing. But gosh, this boy get on my nerves. Boy. Every chance he get, he want. And let me tell you, he loves eating his ice cream. But what he started to do recently, because he's experimenting, he goes to the bottom of the cone and start eating it. And now he realizes by the time he's halfway done with the cone, it starts melting through. So he's like, oh, daddy. Daddy. So I had to show him, stop eating the bottom first, man. Stop eating the bottom first. You keep getting all your clothes dirty and your car seat is filthy. I got to take it out every 5 days to go wash it and do this and that. It's ridiculous, man. He's something, boy. These kids are something, y'all. These kids are learning and growing so fast. I just feel bad for them because I personally feel like there are things we got to do our best as parents to protect them from this COVID-19 in the house all day type situation. Because some of y'all ain't quarantined no more, but listen, TD gets out the house, but my life is still operating off of, hey, don't get too close. my life still operates in some capacity on that scale, okay? So I just I know you just got to do what you can to keep them exercise and keep them active. Sometimes we go walking around and stuff, but it is what it is, man. They just haven't been able to enjoy parks and stuff like that because I ain't with it. All right. You hilarious, TD. Been watching you evolve as a podcaster from the beginning. That's what's up, Flat Earth 420. Wow, that's a lot, Flat Earth 420. Okay. All right, man. But I appreciate you rocking with us, man. Always love, man. And thanks for watching me evolve. And I know what you mean. It's interesting. It's very interesting. But I got a few homies with me. What's up, Dwayne? He got it on.
What's going on, TD? What's going on?
You blinding us with the jersey, man. What is that? Oh, I can't take it. I can't. Oh, the one. He got the tour on. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Hey, Jeremy, Jeff, I know some other guys that was on the chat. I want to show y'all that, hey, you know what? No hard feelings. I may not have wanted them pick that 5, but we got them, and now I'm supporting them. I'm rocking with Tua.
Let's go.
I'm rocking with Tua. Okay, I'm rocking with
Let's
Tua.
Go.
You know what?
Let's go Dolphins.
Now,
let's go Dolphins. Let's go Dolphins.
That's right. Go Dolphins. Go Dolphins. Go Dolphins, baby. That's right.
What's up, Larry?
What's
Larry
happening,
Kansas?
guys?
Hey, it's party time.
All right.
Hey, I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Larry.
Where's Phinsanity 5?
Huh?
Where's Phinsanity?
I think she got caught up with something tonight. It was already but I still wanted to carry it on anyway.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I think she's just fine, but
yeah,
she
as long as she's fine,
so.
that's good. All's good.
Yeah, man. We're having a little party, y'all. What's up, Havoc?
Hey.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Havoc?
Good, man.
Oh, man. Living the life.
You still practicing how to cook better than me? It ain't gonna happen.
I'll be always practicing. That's how you get better. Always practicing, you know?
By the way, glad to see you fine after I saw the afternoon show. And yes, I'm glad you're fine, Havoc.
Yes,
man. I appreciate it. You know, me too.
I know you got some culinary skills, Havoc. You know, bro. I'm not gonna claim to be better than you or TD, but I'm not starving, and I have people clamoring for my salmon cakes on a daily basis.
Man, y'all ain't none of
you know what?
About the life, man.
You know what? I still don't believe TD made that food in the Patron, but we ought to have.
All right, y'all. So, watch your mouth, Larry.
You gotta prove it. Hey, why don't we have a cook-off live on YouTube between you, Chef, and Havoc?
How are you?
Listen, what's up, Anthony? Man, I don't want to embarrass these guys like that.
Good answer,
Hey, TD, I need to apologize for missing your show earlier today. I was driving home from the Keys. Bro. We had to go fix something in our house down there and stuff like that.
Hey, Anthony, man, you never had to apologize for me, homie. You've been riding with us for a long time, man. We love you, man.
And honestly, I'm excited for the season, but what happens if we don't have a season at all this year? Like, if we're
gonna have a season. Stop. We're gonna have a season.
We're gonna have a season, Anthony. But if I was to go entertain that question, at least you have TD beating up on everybody in Madden. So,
honestly, if I have, do you have PS4 or Xbox?
Well, right now Xbox. When PS5 come out, I will have it.
If I had an Xbox, I would destroy you, TD.
Oh, wow! Going on.
Wow,
we're not doing this tonight, y'all.
We're not doing this tonight.
We're not doing this.
Destroy.
I'll beat you with the worst team in the game, which is the Bucks.
How can
Anthony?
Anthony was the same one said we were going to destroy the Ravens last year, so yeah, it don't matter. All right,
you know, but you got to think of that possibility, especially with the fact that you had, you know, some high profile player come out and say that he contracted the coronavirus, you know, and the fact that Goodell recently came out and said, "Hey, look,
you're cutting off, Dwayne."
I'm cutting off.
No, I hear you.
Okay, that Goodell was saying recently that teams weren't allowed to switch where they would be operating at, and with all these spikes going on throughout the country, you know, certain teams might not be able to do the things they thought they were going to do. So it is possible. It is possible. You always have to prepare for every contingency.
Sure.
That's why Flores has shown that skill set to be able to prepare. But in that instance where there might not be a season, wow, that would be a biggie. That would be a big thing to have to deal with.
Well, you know what,
Yeah.
Dwayne? If that happens, I think it's got a bigger concern than just the NFL and sports. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that would be a symbol. This country's in real trouble if we're going into the NFL season still in the major. And guys, don't panic. You know, the media makes you panic. The truth is, we were always going to have a spike once things start opening up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we're always going to have a spike. So don't let.
And there's more testing too.
Yeah, more testing. But even without testing, it's going to be more because a lot of people are now going back and exposing. The only way we're not going to have any kind of spike is if that virus went through its course, which it could take a while, or we got a vaccine, which is I'm not hopeful. I don't care what because people have to remember the COVID virus is a common cold. It's COVID number 1, and they haven't found vaccine for the common cold yet. So what makes you think they're going to find a vaccine for COVID-19?
Yeah.
But like I said, if the NFL's going to be shut down because I'm not even talking about fans. I'm just talking about shut down for TV. It's going to be a symbol that this country's in trouble. It's something far more worse than us not playing football.
I think they're going to find a way.
We still have the playoffs for basketball and hockey and stuff like that.
If it happens.
But they're arguing about basketball. They don't even want to play.
No, the hockey playoffs are happening, actually.
Yeah, I'm talking about basketball. I don't watch hockey, so I'm talking about basketball. They don't even know if they're going to play because they don't want to.
Yeah,
I know, Todd. Yeah.
The players may not even want to be a part of that.
For basketball, if they force these players to go in,
I don't think it's going to get to that point. I don't think they're going to force the players to play if they don't want to play. I don't think the NBA rolls like that. I think they'd rather keep the labor piece and shut down the season and just start a new season.
Than like that. You think Goodell doesn't care if the players don't want to play? He's going to force them to play because he has to worry about TV contracts and stuff.
I mean,
like that?
If you look at sports, it's you're basically printing money, but we're going to get some sort of product. Sort of product we're going to get. I think the main issue is, are fans going to be part of that product? That seems to be the main question, but we're going to get something. Even if it's just, guys practicing on the NFL channel, they're going to give us something.
So, by the way, guys, so Goodell said that he's not going to allow teams to practice in alternate areas if they have issues with the COVID virus. Is that what I heard from you guys?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what? There are times I think Goodell doesn't have a brain. You're going to stop the whole league from playing just because of one or two teams, and that can easily, they can go ahead and make the adjustment. The Dolphins, hey guys, we should know better than anybody else. We went through Hurricane Maria, where our team had to go other places to practice.
Yep.
Okay. Goodell at times is just a knucklehead. That's all I can say.
But here's the deal. What people have to realize, like someone said, just put them in a bubble and let them go.
Yeah.
What you have to realize is, just like the NBA, when they're proposing the Walt Disney bubble, it's not just for the players, but their families too, because they already argue we're not going to be away from our families for 3+ months without even seeing them.
But
think about staff as well.
Yeah, and think about the NFL. Do you know what it would take to have the NFL and their families somewhere? Oh my gosh, don't even try it.
Yeah, the cost would be astronomical. Child care for the kids.
Might cancel the playoffs too, is because look what happened with the NCAA tournament and stuff like that. They canceled that tournament completely. They didn't even have a finish to the season at all.
That's a different story.
At the end of the day, if there's no football, you always got me beating up on people in Madden and cooking better than everybody on the show.
Yeah, that's
true.
The baseball season.
TV start a cooking channel for Fin fans. Hey, I can see it.
Oh, baby.
Hey, you create videos for Fin fans. We're gonna have recipes for Football Sunday. Okay, just for Fin fans. Okay,
I'm weird. I really don't like drama, so I don't want Havoc and Chef Jew getting jealous and stuff.
TD, you're good.
I don't know, man.
Sure, you're not a politician, dude.
No,
the reason, man.
I'll give you recipes. All right.
You should do TD chef talk.
Yeah, TD Chef Talk. No, man, like I said, I don't want no animosity. You know, me and Havoc cool. I don't want no issues like that, man. You know, jealousy starts to creep in, and you know, he start criticizing. He'll start criticizing the butter I'm using. That ain't real butter.
Yeah, but do you use real butter though? Because I get the feeling you use that. I don't believe it's not butter.
No, I use real unsalted butter because if I need to add salt, I take my measurements, baby.
You see,
look at him. Look at him. He know what time it is. He know what time it is when I say that.
Trick. You don't buy the salted butter. You buy the unsalted
butter, and you add what's necessary.
Yep, you buy the unsalted butter. You gotta bake.
Hey, I just gave Havoc one of my tips. You know he's finna start using it, y'all. He gonna sit up there and claim, yeah, that's a chef trick. No, he jotting it down mentally right now.
Yeah, okay. Come on, bro. You ain't never seen salted butter in my fridge, man. Never. Hey, that's but a lot of people aren't on that though. Larry, I'll give you that.
Dwayne, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked TD this question in a previous stream. What would you guys give up? Honestly, this is a more realistic trading partner. The Broncos apparently are not going to be able to sign Justin Simmons. I think he's going to be cheaper in a trade. What would you guys give up for him?
Everything. Justin Simmons.
What would you guys give up in a trade for him? Because we can't afford to trade for Jamal Adams. Realistically, we would have to give 2 first-round picks for him.
No, I would never give 2 first-round picks for any players.
Unless then you got to pay them.
You got to pay them. Plus, I'll be honest with you. I have not studied Denver Bronco film that much, so I don't know how good Justin Simmons is.
He's top.
Yeah, I know he's good, but would he fit our scheme? That's the question I really ask.
Yeah, he will. He will.
He's a game breaker type.
He will.
Yeah.
He will.
Yeah. No, my answer is still the same. 2 first-round picks, not for any player in the NFL, unless it's an elite quarterback like Pat Mahomes or something like that. And you still have to pay these guys.
Jamal Adams is a generational safety.
No, I wouldn't get 2 picks for Jamal Adams.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the money. I would love to have Jamal Adams. It's just, I would love to.
Other part of the question: what would be an extension you would give Justin Simmons if we do trade for him, like a 2nd or a 3rd round pick for Justin Simmons? What would you give in an extension for him, Dwayne? Realistically,
I would probably go with.
He's gonna look at the market. He's gonna look at the market.
Yeah.
How old is he? How old is he?
26.
Yeah, I think so.
26.
He's gonna set the market.
I give him 4 years at 13.
Ooh, it ain't gonna get it done.
I thought about that.
4 years, 13.
Justin is as good as you guys make him out to be. I don't think that's going to get it done.
It's going to be at least 4 years, $60 million.
But I'm with Dwayne. That's what I would offer. Even though
that would be my offer. Yeah. And I would probably go up as far as 4 years. The most as a counter offer, if he came at me and said, well, I'm looking at 17, 18, I'll be like, well, you know what? Let's try 15-5 or 16. And that would be my, you know what? We're going to take it. You either going to take it or leave it, or, you know, we do a shorter deal for 1 year at 16 or 17. And then you play the prove it deal.
That's why I'm saying, that's why he's having issues with Denver in the first place. They want a franchise tag him for 1 year, and he wants a multi-year deal.
Yeah, but what if you drop?
Worries me sometimes too.
Drop $25 million in guaranteed money to him too.
No, I give him more than that. See, Todd, I like your thought process, Todd, because I was going to go down that road. You're right. It's about the guaranteed money with him.
Yes, it is.
You might actually get away with a 14 per for 4 years, which is basically putting you at let's see,
56 million.
35,
and you guarantee 55, 60% of that, where he's getting
you'll have to go about 65, because that way he'll feel like he's getting a touch of that 3rd year. So he feels a little security that even if he gets cut, he's walking home with a check. So that's what that's about. You could get away with the 14 per if you're gonna be talking 65% guaranteed. Now, will they do that? Dolphins, I know they'll probably try to stay on the edge of about maybe 58% guaranteed, but 65, you might as well lock them in.
Yeah,
because you're not going to want to
lock them in guaranteed for the third year.
You're not going to want to go too high because then you just putting everybody at that Byron Jones, Xavier Howard threshold, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to have 2-3 players that high in the salary cap on the defense. You want to have it staggered so that way you're balancing out the salary cap a little bit easier than having, because already X and Byron Jones together combined make about between 12 and 13% of the salary cap. You don't want to add another figure to that in the secondary, the same unit, and then cause an imbalance where you wouldn't be able to pay. Let's say Godchild does have a great year and comes out and proves that he deserves a contract.
Yeah.
Or let's say McMillan comes out and he deserves a contract. Then where's the excess money gonna come from? Then you're gonna have to start cutting a player that you don't really want to lose, or letting go of a young player that you want to keep, but because of salary cap issues, now you have to release him. So you really don't want to go too far outside of that $13-14 million parameter.
Yeah. Do you realize how much, what percent of Byron Jones' contract is guaranteed? Yeah. If y'all don't know, take a guess what percent of his contract is guaranteed.
I'm gonna guess you said it. I think you said it 55%.
What you think, Davie?
Probably like 55%, at least 50%.
64.
64. Todd?
I'll say about 55.
Dwayne?
67%.
Ooh.
It's 69.
God.
Wow.
Yep.
No wonder why he jumped that side.
I knew it was up there. And that's why I was saying that you don't really want to go too big on the guaranteed contracts for that large amount of money, especially in that same unit. Because then if everybody is released, then you really you're suffering.
Jammed up.
And you don't have money to pay somebody else if another unit happens to improve.
What they did is basically guaranteed. What they did, and let me tell you about Byron's, because his is a 5-year deal. They pretty much guaranteed, if you think about it, they guaranteed 3.5 years, so he's going to be here for 4 years, y'all.
At least.
Because he's like in that 4th year.
Yeah,
he's guaranteed. Let me see. In the 4th year, he'll be guaranteed $7.5 million of the 16. So that's where your decision comes.
Yeah, the penalty is going to be too high. You got to pay more.
Whether you want to take the cap hit, whether you want.
They wanted Byron.
Yeah.
69% guaranteed.
Take that dead cap hit or not.
Wanted Byron.
Yeah, he's going to be here for the duration.
Is there a way do you think the NFL is ever going to eliminate that dead cap penalty, or the owner's ever going to do that, or that actually helps the teams with a salary cap?
You have to have the dead cap. You got to pay for your bad contracts. You just can't get rid of them and say, "Oh, we start over. Who cares?"
No, you got to pay for your
decisions.
Also,
no, the reason why I'm saying, you know how baseball has a flat cap where it doesn't rise no matter how. They have a luxury tax.
You're thinking of NBA, I think, Anthony.
Yeah, the MLB doesn't have a cap.
Yeah.
No, they have a luxury tax.
Oh, but that's different. Yeah, that's between teams. That has nothing to do with the players.
But teams like the Red Sox and the Yankees, they pay that all day, every day. Yeah,
and I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good for the NFL, because the owner with the most money is always going to have the most talent. They'll pay.
Which is Jerry Jones, basically.
They won't worry about the taxes.
Yeah, Anthony, let me answer your original question about the dead money cap. It's not going to happen unless the agents buy in, because the dead cap is about stroking egos. It's about agents telling their clients, "I got you all this money." Okay, when the reality, the real money they got is what you got to figure, the guaranteed money.
Yep.
And it strokes the. Let's face it, it stroked the player's ego also. So I don't think it's an issue of the owners doing. I think the owners probably would want a hard cap, just like the NBA does. But I think right now the biggest obstacle is the agents, because it makes them look good, even though really the reality is, like TD and everybody else knows here, how much do we actually have to pay him?
The
The
NFL has a hard cap.
The hard cap thing is because they were talking about this from the soccer perspective. You see how their contracts get way bigger than football. Yeah. The international soccer players get paid more than football players.
Well, you know why, Anthony? I hate to tell you this. We Americans, we think we're the greatest, but soccer is the number one sport by far and away in the rest of the world, by far and away. So the big names in soccer, they're mega superstars. Okay, think of them as Michael Jordan levels. The only country that doesn't seem to recognize is here in the USA. The rest of the world, Messi. I'm not even a soccer fan, but even I know some of their names, like Messi, Ronaldo, yeah, and all those. Okay, they are mega stars, and they reach billions of people. So yeah, they make a lot of money.
You know what? That's why football, though, it has the potential as being as big one day, but they have to go global. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, those teams in the UK are coming. They are coming, but they still got to go even bigger than that globally. I could imagine an NFL with 50 teams someday. I really could.
Successful. NFL Europe was never successful.
I don't think that you.
It's not about NFL Europe being successful. It's about NFL. Yeah. You gotta plug that in with the NFL period. You can't have it as a separate league.
It's like a minor league.
You know what?
Because if the NFL Europe was playing U.S. teams, totally different story.
Let me put a little pin in that balloon for a hot second. Right now, we have a dearth of good offensive linemen throughout the league. Okay, you have a dearth of that where everybody's trying to get as many good quality offensive linemen as you possibly can. And now you're talking about adding 18, like you said, TD, 50 teams. That's 18 more teams at least 10 extra offensive linemen. No, but I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, you're talking about another 180 offensive linemen and another 18 quality quarterbacks. And we already know that there's a dearth of quarterbacks as well, unless you're going to have a solid, supported minor league team that's fully developed or totally their total mission is to develop talent. You're not going to be able to field enough players to fulfill the need for those teams, because you're already at 32, you scrambling to get a quality starter and a quality backup quarterback. You're scrambling to get quality offensive linemen. So
no,
in
Dwayne,
that regard,
you're thinking it the wrong way. Okay, if I'm an NFL owner and you told me I get $1 billion by letting another couple of teams in, I'm doing it. I don't care about the quality of the players. I'm doing it, which is what problems the leagues had throughout, where they were just every time they bumped up. Now, TD, I think he's the same thing I'm doing. That's a possibility. It's not like maybe 10 years from now or something like that. So it's not going to be a one-time thing. And plus, by that time, they're playing football over there. They're going to get just like the NBA got basketball players worldwide now. Say they see that happen. That could be the model they would use too.
But here's what y'all missed.
Now the other issue is the travel, because now you got to think about the time zones for multiple teams, not just one or two teams, but for multiple teams traveling 7 to 10 different time zones.
That's schematics.
That's
Thank you, TD.
That's as simple as having Saturday and Sunday games now. It's that simple.
Also,
no, it's not. It's not. It's not that simple because when you have that, no, it's not. Because when you have the travel, the jet lag to go from London, or let's say even more so from Germany all the way to Seattle, you're talking about 10 different time zones that you got to cross.
Those are the rigors.
That amount of travel. No, you can't just say it just out of the rigors, because then the only way you're going to feasibly do it is to have sub-conferences where you only play in Europe and you have 1 or 2 games in the States. Right. You're not going to see 30 to 40 teams or 50 teams, and you're going to have interconference play the way you have interconference play right now.
Okay,
it's not going to be feasible.
That's why I say, hold on, Larry. That's why I say it's logistics, Dwayne. It's nothing but okay, the UK Tigers, I don't know. They come across and they go ahead and play Miami, Jacksonville, and they head back. They might have 2 weeks here. It's just logistics making it. If it's the Dolphins going to the UK or Seattle going to the UK, they might actually have to play both UK teams, one this week, one next week. You got a road trip for 2 weeks. It's logistics. It won't be easy. It won't be easy.
But you know what? It's not easy. When they first started,
they'll figure it out at the end of the day.
Right. When they first started, sorry, TD. When they first started Monday Night Football, then Thursday Night Football, that was the same complaints. They worked it out. Now, but to
look at the quality that's the games that you get on Thursday night.
Hold on. To start that, if they're going to go Europe, it has to be at least 2 teams. And I think like UK and Germany, where TD hit it right on the road. Let's say it's Miami Dolphins this year. They go to a 2-week road trip. They go to London and then to Germany. So it takes away a lot of this thing. It cannot be just one team, the UK, for them to do that. That I see. Okay.
But I want to get on the talent. I want to talk about the talent that Dwayne was saying. You're right. It's going to be hard to field the talent to make these teams. But what you're forgetting is when you have teams in the UK, now you have more promotion of high school football, in college in the UK football. These things are all possibilities. Now you have a larger pool over there trying to become an NFL player. So when it comes worldwide, the talent pool is worldwide. Right now, we have NFL across borders, whatever the program is, where we're getting players from the UK and all around the world that want to be in the NFL. And they have a path to come over and play. We had 1 or 2 on our team last year.
Yeah. We still do.
That we brought in to train. So there's going to be more. Yeah, there's going to be more.
Jazza can tell us we have players from Australia.
Yeah, I was going to ask Jazza. That's why I wanted to bring him on, because he would. I want to get his insight being from overseas. What do you think about this conversation?
What was the question?
No, you're good.
Do you want a team in Australia, Jazza?
Football coming to the coming across seas.
Well, we have like a mini league, like obviously junior level, which I play in, which I've got my jersey here. Thought I'd show you guys today.
All right.
Nice.
35 the number. But if they brought it here, I'd be really happy with that. I'd love that.
Australia, it could be a gold mine in the Floridas because they play rugby, and it's talking about a physical game. That's
they play Aussie rules. I mean, that's the most intense anything I've ever seen.
Yeah,
just give us anything, we'll watch it.
yeah. Just guys hitting each other. It's gonna sell.
Hey, TD. Yes. Think of it like this: when you look how long it's been taking for the men's soccer team to be relevant in world soccer, and you've had
still not
millions and billions of dollars devoted to the development of that team, and you still have had less than stellar results. Now you're talking about, and that's bringing some players from Europe and South America here to train and get their dual citizenship to play on the U.S. teams for certain periods of time. Getting coaching from Europe to come over and play on and coach the USMNT, and it still hasn't brought the results. And it's been since, and I remember NASL soccer, North American Soccer League.
Mhm.
You know, the U.S. has not developed in soccer the same way that a lot of teams in Europe haven't developed football teams. There's certain when you have other opportunities to do things that are more prevalent in your country than they are in another country, you're going to tend to gravitate to those sports and those activities. So the track and field and the soccer, European athletes gravitate more to that. And until you get a laser focused effort to develop talent there, you're going to have mixed results and or bad teams existing in Europe. Just the same way you have less than stellar, mediocre men's soccer teams. Now the women, they've got it going on well in soccer, but the men's teams facing that competition, they haven't been able to break the ice except for one time where they got into the Sweet 16, the round of 16. In what was that, 2000, I think, or 2004? But other than that, they've had less than stellar results in the World Cup. I can see the same things happening unless there is a drastic, impactful contribution of money towards developing talent in Europe and in South America and in Asia with respect to football, developing the skill set and I hate to say it like this, but the size as well, especially when you're talking about the physical makeup, when you're talking about people outside of North America and Europe. You're not going to be able to develop that on a regular basis to develop those teams, to create 18 new markets. Plus, where would you put another 6 or 7 markets in the United States to support? I mean, really support a franchise in the NFL, not for 1 or 2 years, but when you really think about it, how many markets are available in the U.S.?
Well,
maybe St. Louis, maybe San Antonio.
Well,
but
anyway.
then, you think about that's about it.
There's not many.
Yeah.
There's not many. What's up, Elder Bruce Jones?
Hey.
How you doing,
Hey,
sir?
what's going on, PD? What's going on, fellas?
How you been, man?
Elder
Everything
Bruce,
good?
greetings and salutations.
Same here, brother. Same here. Have it one. What's going on?
Doing well, man. How you doing? Good to see you.
All right. Jazzy, what's up, brother?
Not much. How you going?
All right. Larry, what's going down?
Doing good, my friend. Doing good. Now that you're here.
All
It's always good to see people. No, seriously, always good to see people. Love TD, but an hour of TD talk. Talking. Sorry about that.
Larry. No, you're good. But Larry, you got some news for us, don't you?
Yes, I do. And by the way, if you have anybody backstage, let them in. And you can. Tomorrow, I'm kicking off my channel. Okay. It's going to be called Fans Panel. Okay. Basically, I'm trying to envision exactly what we're doing here. It's not going to be about me educating you. Like that's their market, that's their niche, and it's going to be in the afternoons during the week because I see there's nobody available for us guys that really want to talk Dolphin football. Us fans, there's nothing in the afternoon. So tomorrow, 2:00 will be the first one, Depending how it goes, we'll see how far, where we'll take it. But it'll be a panel. I'll throw out a question, and then hopefully, like throwing a bone into Hungry Little Tigers, you guys just let the show go with whatever topic you want to go. This is the way I envision it. It's exactly like what I used to do. Go hang out with my friends. When we went there, the talk was free. It's whatever it was. It was primarily Dolphin football because we're there for there, but it was everything. It was like talking about a cookie show off, talking about all these things. And that's the way I want it too, especially during the next couple of months. It's going to be so boring as hell. We can only talk about Fitz holding up to the job so much before people get bored. So basically so it's tomorrow at 2:00. I'm also considering Saturday at 7 because Saturdays this time of the year is so boring, guys. I was so bored. I was really hoping either TD or Dudley Do-Right come in, or Dudley Do-Right, or even the other guy, Reason come in.
Flexing.
Yeah,
Reason. Okay.
Yeah, Clay Flexen does video. He doesn't go live. So so that's what's happening starting tomorrow. So please, if you're available and you want to just talk, and I have an introductory link, and if you're TD, when I go out, you don't mind if I put it in chat, okay? So you can go there and subscribe so you get the news. And like I said,
you just send it to me and I'll put it on my community tab. I'll make sure everybody knows, bro.
Gotcha. You want it through email or just private chat?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So if you have anybody in the back, I'm willing to bow out now.
No, you're good. We're just hanging out, man.
Yeah. So
Larry, we're gonna support you.
Yeah,
absolutely. We're gonna support you, and you know what? You're gonna do well. You're gonna do well, man.
I'm not gonna do well. You guys are gonna do well. Okay, like I said in the beginning, I'll throw out a bone, and I think I got a wonderful topic. Guys, every once in a while I put out something controversial that gets you guys goats going. Okay, and I have one that's gonna get your guys goats going. Now, by the way, I want to take the time out before we go back talking. TD, you've been unfairly criticized by a lot of people. There's an old term that I don't see anymore in our society. I don't know whether TD realizes it or not. He's trying to get you to think critically. So when he makes a lot of these statements, it's not that it's what he believes or he's trying to get you guys to think about it and, spouse ideas out there. If he takes a hit on that, that's fine. It's
all good.
Yeah. So, and I don't see that anymore out there. Very few everybody's spousing their opinion. The world's become black and white. It's either you're for or against. Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, we've gotten we've gotten to the day and age where your opinion creates enemies. An opinion creates enemies.
Okay.
And you know what, TD? You and I suffer from the same thing. People will hear what they want to hear. They're not really listening to what you're saying. TD gets. I don't have to mention the big hubba he went through because certain people are not. He did the same thing to me, by the way, in chat. Okay, he's not listening to what TD's actually saying.
It's all good, man. All of that is like water under the bridge. At the end of the day, it's all about love, unity, and making sure that we just enjoy our life, enjoy these panels, enjoy these conversations about Dolphin football. It's about bringing positivity and love to one another. So that's above anything. So all that is nothing. And we're going to make the best of every situation that we get. And right now we're worried about making the best of what the Dolphin situation is. And right now I think it's Super Bowl ready, baby.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for the season. Come on, guys. Really? Come on. Let's go get with it.
You gotta believe.
Got my little Dolphin button. My son comes in here and pushes this all day.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Hey, Jasmine, out of curiosity, how do you get the Dolphin game down there? You got the Game Pass International?
Yeah, Game Pass, yeah, so I watch that.
Yeah, I wish we'd get it here. I told Dudley Do-Right, I'm pretty good at, searching the web, and I can figure out how to find some ethically challenged ways of, let's put it that way, of getting Dolphin games.
I used to watch them.
I would love to go to Game Pass, but you guys don't know it. Game Pass in the U.S., they don't give you the game live. So you have to wait till after the game, and then they'll give you the game.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
just destroys it for me
I'm
because I
still
know
trying to figure out what Sunday Ticket's about to do with this contractual dispute situation.
Yeah, I don't know why they went with DirecTV and just limited. That's insane.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry.
Who's out here with DirecTV? Who?
I don't have DirecTV.
I'm not. Larry, I have a Fire Stick, and I have about 2 or 3 apps that get games live with probably maybe only about a 5 or 10 second delay.
Yeah.
So hit me up on email Sergeant Griot at live.com, and I'll have a conversation
Yeah,
with
I
you.
can't write with my bad shoulder.
Yeah, I'll probably have to hit you up if the Sunday
Yeah.
Ticket situation don't come through because I got to do Sunday Ticket every year.
Yeah, I know the links, but every once in a while, they find the links and shut it down, and you have to go search it again for other links. But, stuff like
If you
that.
got a Fire Stick, we can talk.
All right.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. So back to some Dolphin news, guys. Back to some Dolphin news real quick. So what's up, man? Are we feeling good about the reports on Tua every day we get them?
I'm feeling good about it. I think I think the thing is our team is so young, and our training camp and just overall the coach's ability to get their hands on them is going to be heavily restricted. So certain guys that we may have slotted for heavy rotation early on, they may not get up to speed quite as quickly as we would like. That's my main concern going on right now. That's why I've said, we're going to get it together. It's just a matter of at what point are we going to get it together at? Because the training camp situation, that's affecting all the teams. That's not just us.
Yeah, that's an excuse. Yeah, it'll be an excuse we can't use as a team. For sure, have it.
Yeah, everybody's got to go through it, but it doesn't mean that rookies, and we have a larger amount of rookies than I would say most teams do. When are they going to get with the program? Because experience is the greatest teacher. And if you're not getting it, it's especially you're making that transition from college to the pros and the pro speed, and you're just seeing way less football than any other training camp probably.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to go over a bit of a higher hurdle, but we'll see. And especially we're so much more reliant on rookies to plug in immediately than most other teams are. So I've always said that who knows what the beginning of the season is going to look like, not just for us, but just around the league in general. Who knows what the beginning of the season is going to look like? But I think as, we pick up our steam, we're going to turn into the team that we think we're going to be. And we're going to make that nice late run, similar to the one we made last season, but we're not going to be as far in the hole as we were last season when they were talking about like Auburn could have beat us, it was rough last season. So we're not gonna come from that place. We're not gonna come from Steven, hey man, he was calling us everything under the sun last season.
Yeah. By the way, yeah. One of the topics I was gonna bring up, but I'll bring it here because I think it's appropriate. When you think about it, right? Who's the best quarterback in the AFC East right now?
Who knows?
Man.
Oh, we know. We know.
No.
Huh?
Josh Rosen?
No. Who?
The
Best quarterback in the AFC, and you can make an argument he was the best quarterback in the AFC East last year. He's also started out the year as the best quarterback in the AFC. It's Fitzpatrick. Okay.
Oh, you said Fitzpatrick is the best quarterback in the AFC East?
Yeah, starting the year right now, he still is the best quarterback in the AFC East. And you can make the argument he was the best quarterback last year, okay, in the AFC East, because best quarterback was Tom Brady. But you look at the stats,
Tua is the best
quarterback. Better
quarterback.
stats than Brady.
Tua is the best quarterback in the AFC East right now, man.
No, I'm saying starting the year. That gives us we got a big advantage over the Bills.
Tua starting, man.
Yeah, hopefully true, because that means he beat out Fitzpatrick, and that means we're way ahead of the ball game. But if we have to start with Fitzpatrick, he's the best quarterback in the AFC East, and that especially when we start playing against the Bills and the Pats starting out the year, that's going to be, how often does the game match come down to who has the best quarterback? Okay, so think about it. Our first 2 games are tough, no doubt about it. But in those 2 games, at the very least, right now, who has the 2 best quarterbacks in those games? It's us. You think Stidham is better than Fitzpatrick? No.
Chris
You
Sims
think-
does.
Yeah, but
Well,
what I don't like
you know
is
what?
that you have to decide which Fitzpatrick we're getting at that moment.
Oh, you know what? That's why you play the games, TD. You could only go
Yeah, I know.
start the game, and I'm just saying we're starting out with the best quarterback on the team. Even how many times a team with the best quarterback gets beat? That's why there's no such thing as a perfect season anymore. Even the greatest quarterbacks lose his game.
That's true.
I got a question.
What's up, man? Come on.
I put it up there for you, Dwayne.
Wait.
I put it up
Yeah,
there for Dwayne.
Didn't I see last week you crumple up a Tannehill poster?
Yeah, I'm
and now
just
you
saying.
posting that?
I know, but he
No,
smoothed
I
it
didn't
out.
post it.
He turned out the field. He smoothed it out.
Sith Lord posted it. Sith Lord, not me.
Oh,
I just like putting people's stuff sometimes. I didn't even read it.
Yeah.
you know, here we go.
No. Don't start it, Dwayne. Don't start it. We're not even going to talk about it. Let's just ignore it, okay? Because I don't feel like fighting y'all tonight.
Sith Lord, you starting them up. Sith Lord.
Let's leave it alone.
Don't stir the pot.
Nobody saw it, all right? We're going to act like we never saw it because I don't feel like going to bat tonight.
Let me ask you this right here.
Uh-huh.
Now, we finished the season last season 5-11. So this year is a brand new start. We got most all the pieces we need right now. So if we somehow, now I don't want the record go like this, but if we started 8-8, do you consider that as improvement on last year, or would it be considered as a failure?
Oh man, I think a failure would be less than 8 wins. That'd be a failure. But I mean, if it depends. It depends if the players we're banking on for the future have made the progress that they need to make. I think especially when you're talking about 8-8, it depends what type of 8-8 it is. If we're out here getting bombed, if we're getting bombed out, and then we play, the Jets and we win by a field goal, and then we play the 49ers, they beat us by 30. I mean, it's hard to analyze what the progress is, but even if we're not necessarily winning games, but we're keeping it competitive and we're not making the mistakes at the end of games that a lot of young teams make, and we're able to hold our composure, then you can build on that progress. So that's why I say I'm just looking for the progress. I'm just looking for them to make that steady progress, because 2021 is, we all want something to happen in 2020, but 2021 is really when we're not going to sneak up on anybody. We're going to sneak up on people in 2020. We're not going to sneak up on anybody in 2021.
Yeah, my thought on that is you could only analyze it if you eliminate all the variables, and from that point. So, because you don't know, the Dolphins might go to play the Chiefs, and Mahomes and Chris Jones and a couple of other players out. If they lose to them, I'd be disappointed. Okay. So, assuming you eliminate those variables, everybody plays at full strength when they play each other. 8-8 in my book would be a terrific record, because, quite frankly, they got a tough schedule, and they're gonna need a little bit of luck to win 10 games. Okay, but eliminate the variables. 8-8, everybody plays through their potential against us, and we go 8-8. That's especially if we get to it at some point. So,
Gazza, what you think?
For this season, 8-8's acceptable. But as a fan, looking at that schedule with how we won 5 games last year, a team that was expected to win 0, it's hard to say we can't win like 13 games this year. But 8-8, all right.
They got some analysts have us losing the first game against New England right off the bat.
Haters.
You can understand.
You know what?
They got us losing to Arizona. They got us losing to Arizona, LA Rams.
Listen,
I believe
I don't know about the Rams.
Jones. To answer your question with the 8-8, I kind of answered it on Doug's channel Saturday too. It depends on what that 8-8 looks like. Yeah. Like I said, if we start out 1-4, and then we end the season 7-4, I can respect that 8-8. But you can't give me 4-0 and we end up 8-4. I mean 8-8. Sorry, you can't give me that. I want to see improvement. I don't want to see us digressing. So that would be an acceptable 8-8. But I'm gonna be honest. 8-8 makes me itch. You know. I see 16-0, but that's a whole nother conversation, another thing.
Hey,
That's an every conversation. Every time.
like I said on Saturday, the offensive line and the defensive line have to show improvement. And no matter what the record is, if there's no improvement in the offensive line and the defensive line, then that's what I judge as success or failure. I'm rooting for 11 because I don't want to kiss my cousin. I don't want to kiss my sister. I don't want to kiss my aunt on the cheek. I want real kisses. Okay.
So the one you saying 11-5?
That's what I'm looking at. But if in the scenario that you're talking about 8-8, if I don't see improvement in the offensive and defensive lines, then I'm looking to hold somebody accountable, and I want somebody held responsible. Okay.
I got one for y'all. I got a question for y'all. Who's more likely to exceed expectations on this roster?
Who's more likely to exceed expectations?
Exceed expectations. Let me qualify that question. Let me tell you why I'm asking you that. Because for one thing that we haven't talked about at all yet, just because we got all these much better quote unquote players in, that doesn't give Brian Flores a pass. We still need to see some development from an already good player or a player who's a no name that needs to become a name. We still need to bank on developing talent. So,
and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you one right now. I'm gonna give you one right now. Who I'm expecting to exceed expectations, and that is
two. Give me two.
Okay, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you
a veteran. Give me a veteran and a rookie.
I am. I'm gonna give you a veteran. He's not really a vet, but
past 2 years and rookie. Give me 1 and 1.
I'm gonna give you half the roster, TD.
AVG, Van Ginkel. I'm expecting him to exceed expectations. Van Ginkel. He is one that I'm expecting to exceed expectations. And the second guy, and since I went one on defense, I'm going to go one on offense. And I know this is not going to be popular.
Sure. You got my man.
But I got Balaj.
Yeah,
I got Balaj.
Me too.
I got Balaj. I got Balaj. I think Balaj is going to get at least 700 yards rushing this year.
Thank you, TD. You let him say 2 names, and he took one. I'm sure everybody's.
Now I didn't talk to. And just in case y'all think that I'm rolling with TD on this, I didn't have not one word with him at all regarding this subject. That's what I feel. I think that with the improvement in the offensive line, that Balaj is going to shut a lot of people up.
Man,
yeah.
So let's back up for a second. Let's break down the Waynes before we go to Havoc, because we're gonna go around the world with this one. All right. So let's go back to Van Ginkel for a second. I mean, he's gonna be splitting reps, right?
Doesn't matter.
And yes, he is, and that's why I think that he's gonna have a big impact. And I know people are talking about Weaver, and I know people are talking about Lawson and Agba, but I think that this guy is going to get unleashed in that defense.
Yeah. Well,
so
you know what?
Does he get unleashed to the point to where he tells everybody else to sit down and he's a 3-down guy all of a sudden?
No, I don't think he's going to be put in those situations. I don't think he's going to be a 3-down linebacker. But what I do think is that he gets 7 sacks this year. And if he gets 7 sacks this year, he gets 7 sacks. That means that he's also he's probably having about 15 to 20 pressures. That means that he's impacting on at least 35% of his snaps, his reps. That's an improvement.
Well, Dwayne, I disagree with you in one sense, because the question is, who would you expect might exceed their expectation? To me, I already have high expectations. If you've heard me in other panel discussions, I have high expectations of AVG. Matter of fact, I predict he'll unseat Baker. So it's not that he's going to be a surprise to me. Bilage is a surprise. Okay, the guy has shown nothing, and I have very low expectations. Anything he does will exceed.
Listen, Van, it's a surprise to me at the linebacker position with all of that talent coming in. Listen, that would be a surprise because we can have those high expectations, but they still have to be proven.
Yeah, proven.
And that's why if he proves it, that's a shocker for me. And not because I don't trust his talent, but man, that room is competitive now.
Sure. Yep. That's what I'm saying. He'll beat up it. Go back and look at his games, TD. The guy's impressive.
Well, I know.
He's impressive. Okay. No wonder why the coaching staff chose to take him out of IR instead of Cordea Tankersley. I remember I told you I went to a Tampa Bay scrimmage, and I went there. And that was one of the players I want to look at because I heard so much about it, and I was so disappointed when they announced he didn't even go on the trip because that's when he had the ankle sprain. So yeah. So to me, he won't exceed my expectation. He'll meet my expectation if he does it.
So who do you have as your 2 then, Larry?
I have Balaj and Raekwon Davis. Okay, now Raekwon Davis is not run defense. I think he's going to be a lot more effective pass rushing than what people are expected to do because I studied his film on the key games as a sophomore, and clearly Alabama asked him what the Dolphins are going to ask him to do on first down is play the nose tackle position, okay? But on passing downs, you know this team. He's going to mix it up. He's going to be a standard D tackle, looking to shoot the gaps and get out the quarterback. As a nose tackle, he was in charge of engaging 2 offensive linemen. So I would say the pass run defense, I would be very disappointed if he plays poorly. But if he comes in with 5-6 sacks and tons of pressure, he would exceed everybody's and even mine. Okay, a little bit even mine because you just don't turn it on like that. But the potential is there. I'm telling you guys. So in a way, maybe not, maybe so, but the potential. Curtis Weaver, I could say the same except for one thing. The guy has the stats to tell you that he could do it. So it shouldn't be a surprise if it's Weaver.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
All right, Jazza, what do you think of your 2?
I'm
sorry, TD. I didn't see you were back. I'm sorry,
bro. You're perfect. You got me covered.
It's a big one. I think a player that will exceed expectations is someone who people don't expect to be on the roster at all. They expect him to get traded, and it's Josh Rosen.
Sure, I'm with there.
He will exceed your expectations. So, yeah.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Thank you, Jazz 803, because Rosen is the biggest wild card out there right now.
Yep, he is.
Yeah.
Imagine Rosen coming into camp balling out. Oh my God, the whole complexion of our situation changes. And I love the drama.
Oh yeah.
He's the best quarterback in the AFC East. So if Tua beats him out, he's the best. If Rosen beats him out, he's the best in the division then. So
no, Jackson, you hit it right in the nose. With a talent like Rosen, at any point that light bulb could come on. Wow. Now, what I've drafted Tua, I don't think that's another topic for my discussion, but I don't think Tua was the Dolphins weren't as hot after Tua as a lot of people make it out to be. But
Yeah, I think the Dolphins
Josh
fan base
Rosen, right?
was after
Josh
Tua more.
Rosen to me, I was still drafted Tua, by the way, and I'll
Yeah.
explain why. Josh Rosen to me, his level, his peak is around like a Kirk Cousin type, which is an outstanding quarterback. It's not a franchise quarterback per se that we all like to see, but that's an outstanding damn quarterback. Would have been the best quarterback we've had since Marino by far and away. We had a Kirk Cousin type quarterback. Tua is like a Breeze level, okay? He plays up to his potential. And I'm sorry, as much as like Kirk Cousin, I'd rather have Drew Brees. I would have Tua. But you're absolutely right. For this year, people are sleeping on that, and I don't like it. Tua doesn't have to be Fitzpatrick. He has to be both Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen.
Yep.
So who's your second guy, Jasmine?
Probably Raekwon Davis. I think people don't realize how good he is. He probably could have been a first-round pick, like on my talent, end of the first. So to get him at 56 is a steal. So yeah, he's really good at stopping the run, and he'll be good for rotation on the D line.
I just can't forget Flores' reaction when his name was called.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Flores felt like he finally won the lottery in the draft. Hey, man, Flores, you can see he was pumped.
He loved that pick.
High-fiving his kids. Hey, listen, that's a Flores guy if you ever knew one, all right?
Sure is.
We automatically know that.
Yeah.
Versatile, big, versatile, athletic talent. Oh, come on. He's a Richard Seymour type player. That's what he's probably hoping for, even though Seymour was a defensive tackle, wasn't he? If I remember correctly. Or was it D end?
He was a D end, and he flexed out
plays
to the linebacker.
3-4, right? So, but his effect on a team was huge. Okay,
Yeah.
So and his physical ability challenges Derek Brown, and Javon Kinlaw. There's no question about that.
In terms of, I would say on the offensive side, I would say probably it might be a guy who exceeds might be Kirk Merritt, because I feel like he's a guy that's going to come into camp, and I think he just has certain intangibles that guys like Isaiah Ford don't necessarily bring to the table. In terms of the defensive side, I think things are going to open up for Christian Wilkins now that he's got Raekwon. He's got a rotation of Raekwon and Godchild next to him.
And the end zone back, yeah.
And you got Van Ginkel behind you as well. I think Wilkins is set up to benefit the most from what's going on in my defense right now. He's a guy who can. Go ahead.
No, you bring up a valuable point, because with the additions of Lawson and Agba, they can also spell Wilkins so that Wilkins, when he's on the field, can be more effective. So that's a good point.
Yeah, he was getting the brunt of the double teams last season, and he couldn't really show out. But when you have Lawson, you got Agba, you got Raekwon Davis, you got a rotation of Raekwon and Devon Godchild. They can't just slide all the protection to Wilkins' way this season.
Yep, that's exactly right. If they double up Wilkins, you got to predict a better year for Agba and Lawson, and pick your poison type deal. In that case. By the way, guys, Shaq Lawson, I love the guy. Okay, he's not a stat guy, and people out there are not giving him the love that he deserves. But one of my favorite defensive linemen we had over the years since the heyday was William Hayes. Remember him, the defensive end? Never a glory guy, but he was a glue guy, always stopping the run, controlling the run, and stuff like that. And that's what I see Shaq Lawson doing. Maybe a better passer, because Hayes will get. I think it's William Hayes was his name, right? Maybe I'm wrong with the name, because I'm an old guy, so don't bother me. He was hard D end that played opposite Cameron Wake for several years. Had an injury.
Was it William Hayes? I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think it was Charles. William Hayes, I think that was his name. But when he went down with an injury, that's when the Dolphin defense really took a tumble.
Yep.
Because he did the dirty work, primarily contained the run, and every once in a while got the pressure of the quarterback and got the Taco Charlton sack here and there. Okay, so he ended up with 6 sacks every year. Not glorious number, but so important to the team. That's Shaq Lawson. I want him to get the sacks and the pressures he got last year. Okay, good numbers, not elite numbers, but stop that damn run. Okay, control that edge. Okay, give our defense a big head start because you take away the run with our secondary and you're forced to pass with our secondary.
Yep, it's
Thing
gonna
of
be an
beauty.
issue. It's gonna be an issue.
Can I give my two?
No. Just kidding,
See,
TD.
that's how Larry gonna treat me on this platform.
Hey, I don't think the full bro. Having said it exactly the same time I did too.
Everybody's taking the easy way, saying Balaj as their
Nah,
favorite.
I ain't saying Balaj. My number one player
You can't get
is
worse
gonna
than 1.8.
be one of our first round picks drafted at number 18.
Okay.
Some people don't even know who
That's
that
the
is.
person you're
That's
looking
the sad
at
part.
to exceed your expectation.
Exceed my expectations. Fill that role for Laramie Tunsil like Laramie Tunsil. Why not? Why not?
If that does occur, that's a big win for the Dolphins.
That's a heck of a pick. If that's what we get.
Expectations, baby.
Hey, and you know what? Is it outside the realm? No, this guy is the reason the Dolphins took him, and nobody's questioning his talent. He's got an elite left tackle talent. So
man, he athletic as can be.
Yep.
And people forget about his age.
Real young.
This kid is super young, man.
20. He's 20.
Yes, man. Think about the upside. I think that this kid is, man, that's number one. Number two for me is Preston Williams. I think Preston Williams can shock everybody and actually have a Pro Bowl season.
It won't shock me, though. Honestly, TD won't shock me.
Just imagine if he had a Pro Bowl season, would that not be wow?
Won't shock
me. Let me ask you
honestly,
this:
I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Yeah.
Is that Pro Bowl the first vote or Pro Bowl after 5 or 6 players are hurt or altered?
You talking about
he in the first vote, Dwayne. He in the first vote.
He in the first vote. Well, I tell you what, if he's in the first vote as a Pro Bowl wide receiver in the AFC, he's doing something. So yes, that would definitely exceed expectation.
Does he not have the talent?
He does have the talent, but does he? And all I'm saying is this: will he exhibit the durability and the work ethic to get there?
The work ethic.
One thing to have the talent; it's another thing to have the work ethic to put in. Now, I'm not rooting against the kid. I'm not rooting against him.
No, you're keeping it real.
It's a lot what you're asking for, TD. It's a lot that you're asking for. And if he was to accomplish that, that would be definitely exceeding all expectation. That would be up there with Rosenballing, and that would be with Balaj getting 700-800 yards.
Hey, y'all
big Balaj, so my
Hey, y'all
getting 100 yards, so he's got it.
Y'all think about if we had a season where Austin Jackson's playing at a Pro Bowl level and Josh Rosen's the quarterback and we winning.
And Preston Williams is a Pro Bowler.
Hey guys, he could have been he could have been a Pro Bowl last year. He could have got a lot of touchdowns. Two things had to happen. One, stop dropping balls. Okay, because he probably dropped about at least another 100+ yards of balls last year. I never counted up, but it appeared to be that way. Plus, if he didn't get healthy, okay, I mean, if he stayed healthy, he could have continued on. Remember, he was playing with the worst quarterback during that period he was playing. Okay, Fitzpatrick was just starting to emerge. And then Fitzpatrick wasn't throwing the ball 50 times a game when he was playing. So you can reasonably extrapolate. He had a great first half of the year. He could have had a monster second half of the year if he had stayed healthy. Yeah, remember, Fitzpatrick wasn't throwing 50 times a game the first 6 games he played. That came on later when he took over, as the newspapers like to say. He took over the offense and he ran it.
I think he just came to the realization everyone else came to, that we can't run the ball. And
I'm just making a point for Preston. That's exactly right, Havoc. Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody said Tua Tagovailoa.
Why would I be surprised? Well, my expectations high.
Him exceeding our expectations is being the starter and leading this team to the playoffs year one. Because a lot of people don't expect that. First of all, people don't expect him to start. Because they don't expect for his. Let's be honest here, and I don't want people to start this saying I'm hating stuff, But most people are sitting here acting like Tua Tagovailoa isn't going to beat Fitzpatrick out to the extent to where he gets to start.
Now,
That's what people are. That's what people are in essence telling me when they argue that. Because if we know that if Tua goes in camp and is night and day, he dogs Fitzpatrick. Ain't even no question. I think we all can agree if that happens, he's gonna start. But some people are with the mindset that, but that ain't gonna happen.
I'm not there. You know my feelings on Tua starting. Again, let me remind you guys. I expect that Tua will be ready to start before the team's ready to start, or specifically the offensive line will not put Tua, no matter if he beats out. And I think Flores will say he learned this lesson when he put out Josh Rosen in that offensive line. That was terrible. Okay, so my thinking is that he'll be ready before the offensive line is ready. So and it won't be shocking and surprising at all if he beats out Fitzpatrick. It won't be surprising if Rosen beats them both out to start the season, or if Fitz starts the season. It won't. But I want to hope that Tua beats both of them out, because we will have the best quarterback in the AFC East, and probably right up maybe behind the elite quarterbacks, Mahomes and Jackson.
Nah, he ain't gonna be behind nobody. We got the leader. But Miles Johnson is right. Really, nobody expects Tua to come in and lead us to the playoffs year one realistically.
No, it's not about realistically. Would I be shocked if he did that? No, because this is a talented team. The question about this team, in my mind, maybe you disagree, is about gelling. Okay? If they gel, this talent, this is a minimum of 10-win team with Fitzpatrick, with a team that gels from day on, a minimum of 10 win. Now, if Tua comes in there and earns that spot and the team gels, I expect to be in the playoffs, especially if it happens early in the season.
I'm just saying a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't expect that to be the case. Even with Tua, a lot of people are telling me 8-8 is still an improvement, and that's good. Listen, that's why I said I believe it's exceeding expectations. But again, it's not exceeding it for me. But I was just curious, and I was shocked nobody said that.
Hey, Bruce Key,
what happened?
You laugh at 10-win season when Chad Pennington played. Did you predict the 10-win season for the Dolphins that year?
No, he didn't.
Nobody did, including me. Yet this is the NFL. There are a lot of variables.
Wow,
you can only go by what today is.
What happens is Rosen balls. Fitzpatrick is the second string, and they put Tua on the PUP list, and he's not even eligible to come off until like week 8, week 10, which is a possibility as well, because hey, he is coming off of that hip surgery.
Man, the Dolphins will be playing politics, man.
I don't think they're gonna put him on.
They will be playing. Hey, but it's funny. It's funny you say that. That's like a realistic scenario, though.
Yes, I was about to say. You know what? Because
that's like something they would do.
Yeah, they have that IR.
I mean, because you
come back.
You would utilize that extra roster spot for those weeks.
There you go, for somebody else.
Realistic.
Yeah,
I could see them actually doing that, especially if they've already, like, if they come into the season making their mind up, we don't plan on playing Tua for the first half of the season or this season at all. They could literally milk that hip injury and put him on the PUP, and then add that additional roster spot. And if an emergency happens and they need to pull him out week 8, they could do that.
Yeah, and you know what, TD? This coaching staff is smart enough to do it. They see that Tua may need a few games to get ready. Hey, drop it in IR, so we have that extra roster spot, because I think it's 6 games. Right after 6 games, you're eligible to come back. So
Dwayne is starting logical drama with that. People don't understand the drama he's starting with that. Because if Tua's on the PUP,
I'm putting all the possibilities out there. That's all.
Dwayne, if Tua's on the PUP, I have a high degree of confidence that Rosen's going to get the start in some of them games.
Oh,
he's going to see the field. He's going to see the field at some point. There's no question about that.
Especially with this loaded roster where they don't want to. There's going to be players we don't want to lose.
And let me throw something else out there. If there are only has it been determined yet that they're going to have just 2 preseason games?
No, they
not yet.
Finalized.
No, not yet.
Okay, and even with that, some of these players that might not make the roster, the 55-man roster, may not see so much game time during the preseason, just because with this shortened type of preseason where all this stuff is going on, the times that you get glimpses of good players, teams are going to want to cherry pick off of your practice squad.
Dwayne. Yeah, hold on, TD. Dwayne, man, I'm going to be on my S hit list. You know, you're taking all my topics. Okay. That two game, you know, it's overrated because usually veteran players don't play in the first or the fourth game. And coaches, if it's true what coaches tell you, it's the practice that counts. So it really is not, should not, by the coach's own volition in the past, be a big factor. Okay, because preseason game, they don't play it. And you took that right off. Thank you.
If we do two preseason games, there's a chance Tua doesn't even play preseason now.
That's a very good possibility.
You
know what?
If he plays preseason, Dwayne, that means he's still in play to potentially start.
Well, you know what, TD? Let me up that with you, okay? If he plays, if he starts or come in, if he's just mop up in like fourth quarter, like a lot of I don't think that's treating him like any other rookie quarterback.
They would never mop him up.
I hope never mop him up. I'm saying if you're doing a mop-up type thing, I doubt they'll do that, but that'd probably be running. But that's the only time I can see him saying that he's not starting. But
you don't put a guy like that in mop-up time against guys who are trying to earn a spot on the team, getting late hits and all that.
Yeah, come around knocking block.
The reason why I mentioned that was not for the situation with Tua, but for the situation with some of the undrafted free agents that you might want to be able to stash on your practice squad. But if you put them on the practice squad and you play them a lot during game 2 and game 3, and they showcase a lot, what you want to see, but you don't want to see, because then when you put them on the practice squad, those are going to be the first players that are picked by some other team off of your practice squad, and they end up on somebody else's roster.
Oh my God, Dwayne has got my head rocking right now, because these guys, when you look at like a Kirk Merritt,
and that's why I mentioned it, because
he's going to have to play preseason because he might actually make the roster. See, it's guys
that might be the difference. That might be the difference. If he's playing a lot during preseason, then he's making the roster. But if he's not playing a lot, right? If he's not playing a lot, and they still want to, they may want to hide him on the practice squad, and if they showcase him a little bit too much, he could be cherry picked by some other team.
Dwayne, and TD, just from coach speak, right? They treat these preseason games like they treat the combine. Okay, and a scout once said, I saw an interview with a scout one time, one of the best ever from Dallas Cowboy. He said the combines is only there to verify what we see on film. Okay, we had an example of a player that we didn't see how he practiced, and therefore the coaches had a higher belief in him than we, the fans. Okay, remember preseason, the coaches and the people were talking about Nick Needham, yet in the preseason game, he didn't look good. Okay, somehow he was on the team, and his faith in the coaches and in him start to shine out during the year. So yes, it can help, but it's just to verify now if a guy is hot in practice and then goes into a preseason game and doesn't show it against, not as high level talent as they're probably going to face in the NFL, then you got a problem. But generally, you practice well and you will play well in the preseason game. So it's just verifying to that extent, you're correct, but it's not as big a factor. That, like I said, it's 2 games, and it's one of my topics. Not as big as factor. It's excuses if you let that deter from what you're doing.
It may be a factor this year because so many teams weren't able to scout as many players and work them out because of the COVID. Now that they get an opportunity to see them, right? But in this heightened situation where you may have had your eye on a player you didn't draft him and you didn't get him as a UDFA, but you still have that lookout for him, and he shines in the preseason. Some team puts them on the practice squad. Hey, that's free bait. That's free bait.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of teams trying to see much from their veterans this preseason. I think the rookies they're gonna run wild this preseason just because there's not enough time. The same amount of time that teams would have to make evaluations, they don't have that time now. So they got to get, especially these UDFAs, they got to get them all the burn they can. Mm-hmm. So it's already when you watch a preseason game. By the time you get to the third, fourth quarter, it already looks a little sloppy. This year, it's gonna look sloppy, real sloppy.
But it's across the board.
Yep.
The only advantage, and yes, we have to admit it, is the teams that didn't have a significant, by NFL standards, because every team had turnover, by NFL standards didn't have a significant turnover. Like, unfortunately, the champion Chiefs and the Super Bowl 49ers and several other teams. Mm-hmm. Okay. They're not going to be, there's no way they're going to be affected. Even New England's going to be affected because they lost their leaders on both sides of the ball. And that's got to be a problem.
Yeah. That's going to be real tough for the Patriots because Jarrett Stidham isn't going to walk in and fill that leadership gap. We already know he ain't going to play like Brady.
He could be great, but you're exactly right. That leadership gap is proven. Not in the regular season, it's proven in the playoffs. That's where Brady made his name. Okay, yeah, he made his name, but it's the playoffs that became the legend. That's what's going to be hard to fill. Yeah, in a regular season game, and to be honest with you, that's why the Bills. I just don't see it winning because the Bills are in the same. They didn't have exactly a whole big amount of turnover either.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry about the Patriots making the playoffs and Stidham showing leadership or not. They ain't making the playoffs. The Dolphins are winning that division. Case closed.
Thank you, Dwayne. And I'm tired of even having a conversation with people, man. I'm tired of having this conversation. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. You either get behind it or get under the bus because we rolling over you.
Yeah, and that's the offset right there. We've got the best quarterback, most experienced quarterback in the division. That'll help us gel as quickly as possible. Now, if Tua beats us out, that means, guys, I gotta change my 8-8. I'm expecting 10-6. If Tua starts from day one, that means the coaching staff have so much faith in him and in the offensive line, like throw him behind the ball on day one. I gotta say 10-6 because you got. I think winning division is a real shot.
Yeah, I gotta stop being scary, man. Stop being scary. Say Super Bowl. Say it out your mouth. Say it out your mouth.
Dude, I always ask when I help business out, I say, what's your number one goal? Our number one goal is not to win football games. Our number one goal is not to play in the playoffs. My number one goal, and that's what I hear from my coaching staff, I think that's what I'm hearing from Ross, is to win the Super Bowl. Okay. Every time, just like I asked business, what did you do today to help meet your goals in the future? That's what I asked from my coaching staff if I was an owner. What did you do today to help us advance our goal to win the Super Bowl? Oh, we started Josh Rosen. Oh, we started Tua taking that step because we're really ready to get him ready to take us to that Super Bowl because Fitz ain't going to do it. As much as I love Fitz, he ain't going to do it.
Yes. Hey, guys, I think that's a good stopping point for us. We're going to end the stream at 11, but I'm going to say a few things to everybody. So I appreciate y'all coming through, helping me out in Phinsanity's absence. Appreciate y'all supporting. Thank you so much, Jazza. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Havoc. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Elder Bruce Jones. Thank you, Anthony Manzano. Thank you, Esteban, who was backstage but didn't get to come on, but he's had to go to bed. And one more. Thank you. Man, I forgot his
Todd
name.
Todd Labruto.
Todd, yes.
Todd Labruto.
Yes, Todd Labruto. Thank y'all for coming through, man. I'm about to put y'all backstage because I'm gonna speak to everybody before I get out of here. But I appreciate y'all coming through, showing love. Don't forget to check Larry out tomorrow. What time, Larry?
2:00 Eastern Standard Time. By the way, I always have to remember that.
So don't forget that, guys. 2:00 tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to check Larry out. I appreciate you, Larry, as always, man. If I'm free, because I'm supposed to be with my boys, but if I do have some time, I'll be there. All right.
Thank you.
All right, no problem, man. But everybody, once again, guys, I thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk tonight, Phinsanity Monday. We've had a great few weeks since I started Wake Up with TD in the morning. So we will be having an episode tomorrow morning as well, Tuesday morning. Don't forget 7 a.m. We have Wake Up with TD in the morning. We also have Tuesday night panel conversation where we talk everything Miami Dolphins football. We usually have Wednesday night open forum conversation for those who aren't on the panel. And also sometimes I might even crack out the Madden on Wednesdays. But Thursday details with Dwayne Wood. And Friday night, I do Madden as well. I still have to get with Havoc. I know he has some things that he's doing right now. So if time persists, we're going to be doing something together as well. I just wanted to say to every single one of you all, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for riding with TD Fans Talk through the ups, through the downs, through the turnarounds. Jay Johnson, I got your message, by the way. Fill me in more on that because it doesn't look like you're blocked, bro. But if it's something I need to know, hit me up. I want to help you out. Thanks, Sith Lord, for the compliment, saying great show. All the amazing gentlemen that joined me tonight made it great as always. And y'all make sure y'all go support Larry, man. He comes on, gives his 2 cents, and y'all go check him out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he's going to do a hell of a job. So y'all make sure y'all go support him. Everybody who's always been family here at TD Fans Talk, support them in their platforms. And that's everybody, guys. But outside of that, man, I'm just ready for some Dolphin football, y'all. I'm ready for some Dolphin football, and hopefully we have it. In other news, the new platform is up and is finally working. I don't have the channel art yet, so y'all please bear with what I have up, just some makeshift stuff. But it's TD's Real Talk. So look it up. It's TD's Real Talk. All right. We're going to be talking about all type of things in and outside of football, social issues, politics, all that good stuff. So if you're one of those hungry people that loves those conversations and love having those conversations, come on through, because this platform isn't about TD. It's for all of us. It's for all of us to have a conversation about the many things that we deal with day in and day out happening in our nation, where we can have valuable conversations that can advance the agendas forward for peace, prosperity, unity, and building an amazing nation where we all can be treated fairly and equally and love one another. So make sure y'all check out the other platform. Again, it's TD's Real Talk. All right. TD's Real Talk. All right. So I want to say that one more time. TD's Real Talk. Our first episode will be coming hopefully tomorrow. I keep running into little things, but once I launch, it ain't no holding us back at that point. All right. So again, check out the other channel, TD's Real Talk. It's where we talk real. We don't care who like it and who don't. We don't care. It doesn't matter. We get it's going to be an opportunity to talk your talk. No matter, I don't care who disagrees with you. You come on, we have a conversation, we go back and forth. It's no fighting. It's conversation. It's logic. It's detailed questions to help us understand each other's and our way of thinking and why we think the things that we think. That's what it's about. It's going to be a great show. I know that this is going to be something big, huge, major, but it's open for everybody. I want to hear from everybody if I can. All right. Backstage, I want it loaded every single episode. All right. And we're going to do it. Okay. We're going to do it. All right. Anybody know the name of Larry's channel? Crap. I don't remember the exact name. If y'all remember what he mentioned, y'all put it in the comment section. Since I still have 3 minutes, if you remember the name, or Larry, if you're listening right now, put it in the comment section, the name to the channel, so that we can send everybody to check it out. When you send it to me, I'm also going to put it on my community tab so people can check it out as well. But also check out TD's Real Talk. Yes, Donald Young, it's TD's Real Talk. You got it right. That's it. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some conversations, man. All right. And I think my first episode is going to be titled The Pledge of Allegiance. You'll understand why whenever I do it tomorrow. Okay. First episode will be titled The Pledge of Allegiance. All right. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to that. I think you'll really enjoy it because we're going to have some conversations that a lot of people are scared to have or they're nervous to have. Then don't worry about it. Just come watch. I'll have it. I'll have it. All right. What time? I'll try my best to promote it because you know what? I want to try to say I will try to say either an hour before Larry's or an hour after, because I want to make sure I clear that time for Larry starting out so that we all can go show our love and support if we have the time to. Yes, it'll be live. Said the Lord, it will be live. It will be live, bro. These are live conversations. That's the beauty of this channel. You'll be able to join it. You'll be able to join it. Okay. So I'll start out the conversation every episode with my spiel. Then I'll bring people on and let's talk about it. And what's going to happen is these conversations become loaded conversations. So it'll be 50 million topics that arise from it. And we'll just write them down and we'll dedicate every single topic to his own episode. We won't do the disservice of bouncing all over the place, because that's part of the problem that we have in the world today. We're trying to figure out one issue, and then we start mentioning another, and we stop worrying about the first one we were trying to figure out. We got to do one at a time. So when this conversation brings another conversation, we're going to stop that new conversation, write it down and say, that's going to be the next episode, or that's going to be the 10th episode later, because we already got 10 things written down. We want to talk about it all. Nothing's off limit. Nothing's off limit. This is that open up forum. We talk about it all. Everything. Nothing is off limit. No matter how divisive, no matter how bothersome, we got to talk about it. No more sweeping things under the rug in our lives. It's the only way we can move forward and truly love each other. All right. And we all have to be honest, like Vic is saying now. TD, I promise to always be honest. Win, lose, or draw. Let's have some good conversation. I'm with that, Dick. I'm with that. I am with that all day. And that's the type of, I want to have those conversations, man. And I hope I have conversations where I see different point of views, the type of point of views that people despise. I hope I get some of those, because it's not about despising it, but really listening so that we can both give each other our facts and talk through it and feel each other, because that's the only way it's going to matter. It's the only way it's going to matter. We don't want to dismiss. People shouldn't dismiss each other because it's different than what you believe. We want to talk, man. And I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be great. I'm excited. I cannot wait. Tomorrow, I'll try to give y'all more and more details. But again, you worrying about the time, go subscribe right now. TD's Real Talk. TD's Real Talk. So hopefully you get that notification so you don't have to worry about what time. Bam, TD's on. Let's see what this is about. First episode, The Pledge of Allegiance. It's the first episode. The Pledge of Allegiance. All right. TD needs to be on the radio. I am on the radio, Miles, right now. It's just different platforms. Things that you never know what the future holds. So we're going to keep doing what we do, Miles. But I love you, bro. I love that you've been rocking with me, man. And I've been noticing that you've been very vocal about rocking with me, too. And you've been here holding it down with your boy, man. So I appreciate it. Big time, bro. And I appreciate all y'all, man. A lot of y'all have been rocking with me. Some of y'all, I don't even say your name enough. But know that I know. Know that I know you here. Know that I know Sith Lord. Know that I know Miles. Know that I know Vic. Vic already know I know. Know that I know big time. A lot of y'all guys, man. A lot of people have been rocking with me, sitting back. Some people sit back. They just listen every time. They don't get involved. But I know that you're here with me. 93 people watching right now. We only got like 15, 20 that's constantly commenting. The rest of y'all, I know you're here with me, and I appreciate you rocking with me. All right. Shout out to Mr. 305. But we're over the 11 o'clock hour. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all soon. I say soon. This is TD Fans Talk, home with the real Miami Dolphin fans. Peace. We out. Love. I know you hear DraftKings. Appreciate you staying here, C. Hoffel. I got to get out of here, though. All right, I'm out.